Thanks again on the last lap of TMI Monday with yours sincerely. Just a look at what can be done to stimulate the economy post-COVID-19. Well, across the globe, there's a gradual opening up of the economy. Restaurants, bars, beaches, just name it, they're opening up gradually. But back home, we know that the oil price hasn't been friendly. It's been on the downward trend, except recently that there's been an upward trend. We hope that is sustained for us to get out of the wood. But I have an economist with me here, Dr. Osaze Iyoha. Dr. Osaze, many thanks for joining us on the program.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. This is a very precarious situation right now in the country. What are your perspectives going forward, post-COVID, in terms of stimulating the economy?
Yeah, there are so many, there has been so much said about the effects of COVID on the Nigerian economy. You know, in fact, there has been, the forecast on the economy has not been encouraging. We've had World Bank saying that the economy would contract by minus 3.4%, and at worst case scenario, 8.8. So the minister has said, okay, if there are additional stimulus, we could get to a point where it could contract by just 0.59. But that's if, you know, the president just set up the Economic Sustainability Committee headed by the Vice President, Osibajo. So he's saying that if there is more stimulus given by the government, then it will be 0.59. But in all, the predictions has been that there will be a downturn in the economy. And we are even looking at recessions. You know, recession is back-to-back consecutive negative growth rates in GDP. Yeah. So the perspective, the outlook is not nice. But we expect that with this stimulus, and not just the stimulus, but commitment, that has been the problem. Nigeria has never been short of nice economic policies, but the commitment to this, because there are hopes that World Bank is to give a support of 1.5 billion. So the states will get, the Minister of Finance said that each state should get at least 150 to 200 billion. So with these stimulus plans put in place, we expect that the economy would do well. And especially, as you said, oil prices are beginning to come up here with the reduction in the lockdown scenario. So if it's sustained, especially because of this OPEC plus arrangements with the various OPEC countries, but we know right from time the problem with OPEC have been keeping to their commitment. Most times they
renege on those commitments. Yes.
So if they keep to those commitments, then we could see oil. Nigeria is an oil-dependent economy. Whatever happens in the international oil market and trickles down to the Nigerian economy. So if that could be sustained, we expect that the effect will not be as serious, though it will definitely hit the economy, but it won't be as serious.
All right. I saw a report recently that talked about the top earners in terms of IGR in the country right now. While some states have moved up, Lagos still retaining the top position. Other states are static in a sense, and other states are just there at the lower part of the ladder. With COVID-19, it means that the sources of revenue has, gone on a downward trend. How do you think states can survive in the face of reduced internally generated revenue?
That's where the ingenuity of these states have to come in.
Okay.
You know, the whole talk about economic diversification has come to haunt us now. We've been paying lip service to economic diversity from oil all the while, but we have, because the oil has been there, so we have just been paying lip service, but we expect now that these states will become more ingenious in their thinking. So we expect a backward integration. Yeah, we should now have more local content in our production, manufacturing. Up to now, we have a situation where almost everything we produce is imported from China. Even our raw materials, semi-finished goods, they are imported. So we should have a situation now where we harness our local products, our local content, bitumen, tin and oil. These are all in Nigeria, in Jos. Bitumen is coming on the ground in those states. So we should harness this in production. So once we can do this, it does two things. One, it reduces the forex. Our scarce forex, it reduces it so that we are not spending it on imports. Okay. We are retaining it. Then also it helps to mitigate distortion in supply. So basically, looking at local integration of our local products, we also look at working more on the social sector, health, health and so on.
Yeah.
Then we also look at diversification from oil, as we have said. Then SMEs, who are the life wire of any economy. Yeah, they are the life wire of the economy. Power supply, we should also look at tax revenue. Yeah, we should give tax holidays to these SMEs who are struggling to survive because it has hit them badly. We should also, FRS should look at reduction, even the state internal revenue service should look at reduction in the taxes of these SMEs, then delayed collection of this tax from SMEs.
Okay.
We could give probably a year delayed collection of taxes so that they can stand on their feet. And some other things, but it requires ingenuity on the part of the governors.
Okay, on a final note, the challenge for the production sector has been access to power. There's been some advocacy along those lines that we should look for alternative means or create other templates for power generation and distribution outside what we already have existing. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Power is the lifeline of any business. I cannot think of any business now that you don't need power, down to as small as the barbing salon, the welders, and so on. So I think at this point it's difficult to make any recommendations because we are at a point where government is currently struggling to even meet their normal payment of salaries and other recurrents. So we are literally living on borrowed funds right now. We've applied loan from IMF. So power is a very capital intensive. I don't know if this is the right time to spend on power right now, but power has been a problem. But I would suggest that we have to still make do with the alternative power supply that we have at our household level, at the micro level.
Okay.
Solar, generator, and so on. But if government has to invest in power, then it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot because salaries will be affected.
Yeah.
The railways, there are so many construction projects that the government has placed its hands in right now.
Yeah.
So power is power. Power is everything for the economy.
All right,
so
thank you.
We expect that government should invest in power, but probably after this COVID, there are other priorities that the government can look at.
Absolutely. I want to say big thanks to you, Dr. Osaze Iyoha, for finding time to join us in expressing your views on some of the things that needs to be done to stimulate the economy post-COVID-19. Thank you so much. I hope next time we invite you, you oblige us.
Very well.
Thank you so much. Well, that's the end of the road for TMI Monday with yours sincerely. Yes, in Edo State, the major issue now, particularly with the ruling APC, is how the primaries will be conducted to avoid rancor and bring the party to the path of progress, peace, unity, and development. The delegates shouldn't forget that after the primaries, whoever they decide to choose is their sole prerogative, but they have the electorates to contend with. They should always have that at the back of their mind, that they have the electorate to contend with in the elections proper, and that really is a major decider. Well, that's the end of our program for today on TMI. I hope you had a great time with us. Just in case you missed the show and you were told about what transpired on TMI today, you can go straight to our YouTube platform, www.youtube.com/ITV-Radio-NG. You can watch the entire package of TMI today on our YouTube platform. Don't forget to share. Don't also forget to post a comment there. That will encourage us as well. That's our program today. Big thanks to all our crew members that made the show a huge success, and to all our contributors. Yeah, Senator Igio Zamere, Honorable Mrs. Elizabeth Ativier, Honorable Matthew Idoekeme, Honorable Charity Amaya, of course, Sonny Igadusa from Airport Road. Thank you all for your contributions to the conversations today on TMI. We appreciate you. We love you. Have a great week ahead, and bye for now.